Hello and greetings, meine Liebchens. As we approach the big day, we're all eagerly anticipating the arrival of the man with the bag, Mr. Kris Kringle, old Saint Nick himself. That's right, we're talking Santa, baby! If you're familiar with Will Ferrell movies, the name of this beer is probably no surprise to you. Santa, I know him. Um, what may be a surprise to you is the odd flavor combination in this beer. They call it a festive saison, and to be real with y'all, I've never heard of another festive saison. The only other saisons I've ever tried had like a specific flavor, like a cranberry or an orange or a raspberry. You get the drift. This is the first time I've ever seen one that's just called festive. And I believe that there is a reason for that, which is that the flavor profile here is very strange. It's a little bit more tea-like than beer in this drinker's opinion. It's got rose hips, chamomile, and blackcurrants. And also this weird stuff called candy syrup, dark candy, Candi, which I guess is, something that elves would drink. So, without further ado, darling, I will pour it into the glass. The last time I poured this, it went all over the table. It was a disaster. Full disclosure. I will not do that again. Style. A lot of Belgians this Christmas. Look at that. Wow. Ooh. Oh, dear God. Okay. Nope. Cancel. All right. And the pour. This is a beer that, from what I've seen, it doesn't tend to come out with much of a exuberance in the carbonation department. Yeah, you can see that there's, like a one finger, maybe slightly more than a finger head. Um, really, really lovely color. Just a little sprig of carbonation, like right in the middle. Wow. Whew, that will knock you out. The aroma of this is pretty strong. In fact, it's not even that it's such a strong aroma, it's that the constituent elements are pretty pronounced in the aroma. And it's neat. It's kind of weird. Yeah, that it smells almost more like a nice strong tea than like a strong beer. It's 7.2%, by the way, and has an 81 score on Beer Advocate, making it the lowest rated of the Christmas beers of the 12 beers of Xmas. Let's give it a try. I don't exactly remember what this tastes like. I did attempt to shoot this video before and I just spilled beer all over the table. So I remember what it smells like. Pretty strong. Let's give it a try. All those complex tea-like flavors, the black currants, the all of that stuff, the candy syrup. It's got this kind of unique, wacky thing that interacts with the yeasted ale of the saison, the Belgian that is the base of this beer. And I must say that the finish is a little bit thick. It's one of those beers that's like you kind of got to commit to having more than one of these, I would say. So I think that's probably why it has the score that it has on the beer advocates. Yeah, like it's really good. It's really really good, no doubt about it. It reminds me a lot of Old Fezziwig, actually, in that there's like a sort of a dark caramel sweetness that unfortunately kind of throws it out of balance a little bit. Like there's a lot of really cool, interesting flavors going on with all of the different, the rose hips and whatnot. But it's just that it's almost a little bit wasted, wasted because of the fact that there's this sort of overriding sweetness that makes it like I wish that there was some kind of stronger hop flavor to kind of give this beer more of an identity. But for a Christmas warmer, I mean, the ABV is right. I guess it could stand to be a little bit higher. It seems like I'm not really tasting alcohol at all in this, so for that, it's pretty great. It does cover up the taste of the booze very well if that's what you're interested in. Yeah, it definitely reminds me of beers that are lower in ABV. Like if I flip back here to the old Fezziwig, that one is only 5.9%. And in my opinion, this it doesn't really you don't taste the extra alcohol in this at all. It's very well disguised, and it's fun. It's kind of edgy, I would say. It's an edgy flavor that's at once sort of traditional, but also kind of takes a modern spin on it and does something a little risky. So I will give Evil Genius credit for that. They do that kind of thing a lot. It seems with their beer flavor profiles is that they sort of change things up from what you expect, and I will always appreciate that in the garden. And let's give it one more for the road. Well, I mean I'm not driving, so not for the road, for the stream. It's a live stream, darling. Perhaps eventually I will start doing live streams. But for now, it's been a pleasure. Please like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Auf Wiedersehen!